Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Jenna, and today's video is all about essential strategies you need to know and implement when you are submitting a recorded demo to VIPKID. You might record a demo and submit it if you are completing the SMART interview, the regular recorded interview, or if you're completing a certification for a level that you would like to teach. These strategies are very important because the person who reviews your demo will be looking for them to see that they are not only present, but that you are executing them well to show that you can do the same when you have a student on the other end. First, let's talk about teaching skills you'll want to demonstrate in the classroom: ETPR, repetition, and modeling. What is ETPR? Educational Total Physical Response. Think of this as actions you're using in class to help your student understand the meaning of the vocabulary. Okay, so let's practice. Let's pretend the vocabulary word we're using is run. The first thing I'm going to do is use an action to give the student a visual before they hear the word. Run! Good! Run! Yes! Run! Great job! Now let's pretend the vocabulary word you're teaching isn't a verb, but rather it's a noun. Let's pretend for the word ball. The first thing I'm going to do, remember, is to give a visual before the student hears the word. Ball. Ball. Yes. Ball. Ball. Great job. One of the educational benefits of ETPR is that it engages your student. By encouraging them to participate in actions, they are deepening their understanding of the vocabulary, and in the future, they'll be able to recall that word much better than they could without an action. In order to do this, it's very important that you show you are inviting the student to participate with you. One way you can do this is by using big motions. Instead of just saying, ball, you can make it bigger, ball, or add an action, ball. You can also hold it longer, ball. Ball. Notice how I held it a little bit longer so the student understood they weren't just watching, but they should participate too. Okay, let's move on to essential strategy number 2. Repetition. This is a must-have for your demo video, and it's also one of the most important strategies you will use as a VIPKID teacher, so you've gotta get it right. You can nail it. Here's what you need to do. You need to say the vocabulary word in isolation. That means you're not saying it in a sentence, you're not adding on anything else, you're just saying the word. If the word is ball, that's all you'll say. Ball. When we practice repetition, we want to think of the ping pong method. This is where you're visualizing in your head that the vocabulary word you're teaching is the ping pong ball, and you are hitting it to your student, waiting, and getting it back before you hit it to them once again, and wait for a reply. For example, ball. Ball. It's as easy as that. I just said the word ball very clearly. I had a prop with me, which is included in my ETPR. I waited for the student to say it back to me, and then I repeated it again. Nothing else added, just the word. Using repetition for each vocabulary word is required. You must use the ping pong method with the word in isolation. So I suggest checking out your lesson and finding each of those reddish-orange words and practicing repetition so that you're ready when you record. Essential strategy number 3 is modeling. These are all of the teaching skills that you'll be demonstrating in your demo so that the reviewer on the other end understands that you have the skill set to lead a student appropriately through class. VIPKID's modeling strategy is I do, we do, you do. The idea is that you are putting supports in place. You are doing it for the student, showing them, then you are doing it together, and finally you are releasing them so that they can do it on their own. Think of it like riding a bike. First, you're going to show someone how to ride a bike, and they're going to watch and listen. Next, you're going to work together with that person. You might have training wheels on, you might be holding on to the bike, you're working together to make it work. Last, you're going to take away the training wheels, you're going to step away, and you're going to let that person ride. If they fall, it's okay. You're there to help, and you try it again. Now let's practice the modeling process. Let's pretend the lesson objectives have the sentence pattern, I see a ball. The goal is for the student to say this independently by the end of the lesson. Certainly not right away. Remember, we have to start with the I do. I see a ball. I see a ball. I'm going to repeat that with the student. I see a ball. I might break it down into chunks because now we're starting to do it together. I see a ball. Good job. I see a ball. Yes. The student is participating on the other end. That's where that educational TPR comes in. They can do the actions too, which makes it easier to repeat the sentence. Now I'm going to add the question. I will do it. What do you see? I see a ball. What do you see? I see a ball. Good. I see a ball. Yes, good job. I'll be adding on to my modeling by underlining or circling on the course slides to show what we're talking about. When I ask the question, what do you see? I'll underline it to help the student connect the words with what they hear. Then I'll circle the ball on the screen. This connects the actual ball with the picture, really deepening the student's understanding of the word. Once we have practiced a few times, it's time to take off those training wheels and let the student ride. This time, I like to clear the slide so the student knows we're starting over. Then I'll start with a question. Casey, what do you see? Yes, good job! Great work. I see a ball. Good. Okay, you guys, that's all of the strategies, everything you need to create a successful demo lesson, whether it's the SMART interview, the regular interview, or for your certifications. I hope you're feeling ready and prepared. If you are new to VIPKID and you are interested in getting hired and joining this awesome community of teachers and students, here is my teacher code so that I can mentor you and get you started on your first class. Thanks again, you guys. Have a good day. Bye.